Good morning, my happy are back. I've got to start with an apology. I misunderstood totally on Saturday about the message I was given about Bapa Jess. In a way, fortunately, it wasn't Bapa Jess, it was his brother. And I missed that completely. And this happens a bit, you'll see on days where I say, here's the plan, and in fact it happened on Saturday as well when I said there was no more work to be done on the greenhouse, and there was. I misunderstand, and it's entirely down to me. When I talk to the crew in the morning, particularly to the engineer, he's telling me in his second language, and his English is good, so it's when I miss things, because I'm an old duffer that's, I don't know, hearing's heading out, or there are just times when I don't quite get it. So I am really sorry. I also want to say thank you to so many people who put in good wishes to Bapa Jess. He is, we understand, still in Manila with his brother. We've got no update on his brother, but hopefully things are heading in the right direction. So once again, I'm so sorry. That's just all on me. Today's plan is, I am told, more of the same. So it'll be ceilings, it'll be plumbing. Not sure what else they'll be up to today. We'll have to wait and see. Little bit down on crew numbers again. We've got a total at the moment of 14. Plus we have our lead electrician, William, is back on site. So there will be continuing work with electrical. What else can I possibly get wrong? Monday morning, we'll have prayers first. Okay, the prayer's done. Now the briefing. First thing that was mentioned was make sure you remember to wear your uniform. Jonas is quickly putting on his shirt. We'll come back in a minute for the exercise. Here we go. And it's the normal leadership of Elson. Okay, the counting's a little off today. Never mind. Okay, the counting's completely off today.
6, 5, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1. Shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, he's being very serious.
5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, the counting is going horribly wrong.
5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump, jump. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, there were varying amounts of effort in that one. The counting was terrible, but never mind. They got smiles on their faces. Here at the pool, it's certainly getting used. Saturday night, we had son George and his friends were in here. Quite a few of them, probably 25 of them. And yesterday we had a family get together. There were probably 30 in here then. So whatever the thinking about the water, it is getting very, very well used already. In the kitchen, we have Disappearing Richard and Elson And we did have, briefly, Jonas working on the ceiling frame in here. In the sunroom, we're going to have O'Donnell and original Rico working on putting in those PVC brown coloured panels in here. We didn't look at this in place on Saturday. The kind of precast that they made has been installed and is now up there. It's not the prettiest bit of precast you're ever going to see. There are certainly a couple of bits that are chipped and damaged. I don't know if that happened while they were being installed, but of course they can fill in the holes. So it does just extend up both floors. It's about 2 minutes later. They've been relocated. They're not going to be doing here. I believe they're going to be up in the master bedroom. We're going to have a look. Indeed, preparing to start putting the panels up here. And as you might expect, they'll be down this channel here that's currently open, and that goes all the way around the outside. Well, nearly the outside. William continued with the mud and tape down this corridor upstairs and has completed all the way along with that mud and tape. Thank you for the other names that have been given for the tape. Scrim is one. I can't remember the other one that I was given, but appreciate those, and I will stick them up in little subtitles. But he's done on this area, so I'm not sure where he's working next. In the bedroom at the front of the house, we've got singing Rico and Mr. Rene and Jonas, who's moving around very fast this morning. And I believe they're working on ceilings in this room. We've found Mr. William. He's in the bathroom. He's not. He's in the bedroom at the back of the house on the northwest corner. So he's making a start on the mud and tape in this room. Carlito's just putting together the scaffolding again. Oops. Good job it fell that way. Well, I caught it if it had gone the other way. And I think they're going to be starting to work on attaching the tops of these downspouts. But again, just remains to be confirmed. We'll see. It's just after lunch. And we're getting development of our drainage. So we're now starting to get the downspouts connected up to the gutters. And I'm looking at this thinking, they're not the prettiest things, are they? I wonder what we can do to slightly make them disappear. I wonder whether we should be looking to encase them in Hardiflex or something, or whether just painting them will work. We didn't encase them in the walls. If you watch right back to near the beginning, we made that decision. We weren't going to do that. And I still think for us that was the right decision, but they're pretty ugly. Richard is in here at the moment, all on his own. Oh no, I see Manny peering around the corner. So Richard's still working on the kitchen ceiling frame. More wood is appearing towards the centre, and still more of the metal struts being put into place as well. So still down the side on that side, not quite done. And take a dizzy pill on this side, not quite finished. And Manny is hiding. No, he's just monitoring from a safe distance. And the bedroom at the front of the house in the middle, O'Donnell, I don't think he's about to jump. He's peering at something on the outside, but in here, we're still getting more of the gypsum board going in. All of the PVC panels are done, so it's just this outside edge around the room that isn't yet fully gypsumized. Singing Rico and Jonas are working on the PVC panels in this room at the back of the house in the middle. So there's only this area above his head and one more just over there. So quite a small area to do in here. Mr. William has been working on mud and tape in the bedroom at the back of the house on the northwest side. Right now, looks like he's just securing the platform. But up here, we have the modeling tape around most of the outside edge. It's only over in that far corner. Well, we actually don't have the gypsum board in place there, so we can't do that. So I guess next step will be this central area. Not terribly flattering views, but I think that's Jesley and Mr. Rene continuing to work on a decoration at the front of the house. That's what O'Donnell was staring at. I did come and take a look this morning around about 8:30 maybe at the battery levels, and we were at only around 30% at that time. We are back to 100% now. I'm pretty sure the reason that we were low was because overnight the pool pump was left running. So I think now we've got to make sure that overnight that pump is switched off. There was a very observant comment in, I think it was Kevin E, but I'll try and check that, about these water jets and why was it that they're not smooth. It looks like there's fluctuation in the pressure. I don't have an answer yet, and I particularly don't have an answer why the one that is 2 from the top seems to have less than the others. Whether that pipe is, I wouldn't think it's blocked already, but something seems not quite right. There is pretty good water pressure coming out, but once it's out, the wind is partly responsible for making it look like it's ebbing and flowing. But I will try and find out why would one of them in particular not be flowing in quite the same way as the others. It's about 3:45. However, I have to head out this evening. The British consulate is doing a get-together. So a chap's got to go and see what other chaps he might meet. Yeah, we all talk like that. Bizarrely, they're doing it in an American sports bar. However, let's have a quick whiz around before we head out. So, drains still getting connected up to the gutters, and the brackets are now being put in place as well. They're just working on the one that's going to go in the middle of your picture. Singing Rico's obviously got bored being upstairs, so he's come down to cut more of the aluminium struts. In the kitchen, we're getting more of the gypsum board, which now goes pretty much all the way down this particular section on the side. Still clearly a lot more to do. Let's just watch for a minute and see how Manny and Owen and Richard try and manoeuvre this into place and get it screwed in. That's it. When it doesn't fit, smack it. And there we go. It's in. Now Richard's applying screws to try and prevent Owen and Manny having to stand here all day. Might be able to make out that the gypsum board does get screwed directly into those struts, which makes complete sense. No point screwing them into nothing. So, it's in. We'll leave them to finish that off. In the bedroom at the back, in the middle of the house, the first part of the PVC panel is in. Still got one over there still to do. Everybody's thinking about jumping out of first floor windows. Don't jump! I think they're still looking at the decorative element that's going up outside, but this is the bedroom at the front of the house. I can't remember where we got to, but we have all of the PVC panel in this room. So there's one last piece, no, 2 last pieces of gypsum board. One in that corner and one over here, still to go in. Finally, upstairs, Mr. Williams still mud and taping in the bedroom at the back of the house, the one that has the balcony overlooking the pool. Which means, I think, then, it looks like only that corner really left to do. Owen on clean-up duty. The decorative bit now extends all the way from the ground up to that beam. Just some filling going on now, and then I guess that stage of it is done, and then we'll have to wait and see what they actually do with it. But that's it, that's the day. A day in which I proved how big an idiot I am, and having to apologise for that, and I once again apologise both to Bapa Jess and to his brother for getting it so horribly wrong. It is occasionally a slight struggle to understand what's been communicated to me, but that's on me. I said it this morning. They're all speaking to me in their second language, and I can barely get past English sometimes. So all I can say is I'm sorry that I got it so wrong. That's the end of the day. Let's hope that tomorrow we come back and A, maybe get some good news about Bapa Jess's brother, and B, I don't screw up too many more things. See you then.